What's up, everybody? You are listening to the Pow Wow, a Savagery Music Group Production. I am Donnie, and we are here in the studio with a special guest. All the way from Philly. Well, we're in Philly right now. We're in Philly, but
yeah,
all the way from Philly. He's a Philly native, and he's an up-and-coming artist, should I say, from Northeast Philly, to be specific. And his name is NyzZ Neutron. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for NyzZ Neutron.
Hello, world. Hello, world.
What up, Nyzz? Thanks for coming out, man. We really appreciate you coming out at the last minute. Like, I really literally hit him up at the last minute, and he was like, all right, cool. I guess he's wiping mocos out of his ojos, you know. For all you who don't speak Spanish, that means like boogies out of his eyes. And he was, there you go.
I know
look, we finishing each other's sentences already.
See, I know what ojos mean.
Right, so when I called him, he was like probably just waking up, and he was like he was down to do it. So, you know, he's here, and we're now conducting this interview. He has a single coming out. I got to hear a glimpse of it, you know, hear a snippet of it. He has a single coming out called "I Wish You Were the One."
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm really interested. I'm sure the world is interested to know what this single is about. But before we get to the single, let us know, how was it for you growing up in the streets of Philly? Like, how old are you, for one?
I'm 20.
All right, because I almost called you kid, but I ain't want to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, cool. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. Own it, man.
I am a kid.
Because you are at a weird age. You know, it's
I don't know nothing.
Exactly.
So I'm still a student. I'm still
be
a
honest,
kid.
Man. So just tell us about, you know, how it was for you growing up as a child in Philly. I want to say the streets of Philly, but I don't want to make it seem like dun dun dun, like, no, you know, like you were a gangster or something.
Philly is a street because it's always it's the same everywhere, with especially the environment, the type of people you deal with. But coming up, I ain't gonna say I had the hardest. I was blessed and fortunate to be born into the family that I was born in, but I definitely had hardships like any other person in the world, especially with my parents being young and split up at a very, very young age. So, but I was fortunate for them to provide me so I could have like a great childhood. I enjoyed my childhood coming up.
Oh man, that's great. So what? Your parents are like what? Young millennials, I guess, right? Yeah. Not to get too deep into them.
No,
I'm not trying.
I was born in college.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, my parents is young.
Okay, so who were your musical influences? Like, how were you even introduced to music as a child, and who were your musical influences growing up?
My musical influence is probably different from what I was as a child. I mean, how I was introduced to music. So I was introduced to music young because my father is he was a recording artist when we was young, and he had his group and he had producers that lived in the house that we lived in, and he had a studio in the basement. So from a young age, I was always surrounded by music, by them especially. And my mom, of course, like, who doesn't know music? I came in and my grandparents were listening to, what station Tony Brown on? With the Quiet Storm.
You were listening to WDS.
Yeah.
It was like he switched them a few times.
I would love when the Quiet Storm come on. So we used to listen to Earth, Wind and Fire and Luther, and then my mom used to listen to Destiny Child and Boyz II Men. Okay. Then my dad had hip hop. You know, I was just very diverse. So I always been around music, and my musical influences, I don't want to really be generic. I can say of course Kurt Cobain and Michael Jackson.
Nice. Yeah.
But I really love music that I can see, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Only certain people can understand that. But so different artistry. I like Kendrick Lamar, his artistry. I like Tyler the Creator, and that's like more recent though. I like Nicki Minaj, her artistry on like one particular album, like on Pink Friday. So any music I could see, Prince, you could say Prince. But yeah. So that's who really. They don't really think they had influence on my music, but they could have influence on my music too, because I like actually Gavin Rossdale, Bush.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people around my age in this era that influenced by also, like Bieber Doobie, Clairo, Willow. A lot of people.
Yeah. So you sound pretty eclectic, man. You sound like and you can hear it in your music. You know, it really shows in your music.
I try to be as versatile as I can, because I don't like being trapped.
Right.
I hate the feeling of being trapped, and I don't want nobody to be. I don't ever want to be controlled.
Yeah.
So I do what I want to actually do in music, and it's good music. Like, I might have guilty pleasures where I can make the music that's current, But that's how I like the music. Like I don't mimic anybody, but I just make how I feel. If I feel like making a piano song this day, I'm gonna make a piano song. If I don't feel like making a rock song, if I feel like making a pop song,
Absolutely.
it's just limitless. I don't have no barrier. So like I'm doing everything and while I'm cultivating my own sound.
Right.
So,
That is the exact epitome of rocking in the free world, ladies and gentlemen. So at what moment did you realize that you were an artist or creative in the first place? Like, you know, what was that special moment?
Music artist, I realized I was a music artist like 8, 9.
Wow.
But a creative ever since I was born. Actually, I had never been not creative. I remember actually, I don't even know if that was the correct grammar, but I remember actually.
It doesn't have to be.
I remember actually.
This is radio.
I was like in pre-K, and then like they said I was teaching myself sign language. So like, and I was reading the newspaper when I was like on punishment, like if I got in trouble, even in pre-K. But so I always was like aware, and I always was wanted to try something new. And then I realized I was like more of an artist because, of course, I went to Freedom Theater. So
Okay. Wait, you mean the Freedom Theater the famous Freedom Theater on Broad Street?
Yeah, the one on Broad Street.
Yeah, you know, I always wanted to get into there, man, but I could never, like, you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I auditioned for performing arts and everything. But anyway, enough about me. Go ahead, keep continuing.
But yeah, I was in Freedom Theater because that's, you know, acting and dancing is another art form. And then I was like good. Like I don't want to be on myself too much, but I actually was like good. Like there was this, not to get too deep, but there was this advanced program, and I made it every year. I auditioned for it. So like the real general kids would be like from the morning, and then like the afternoon would be the SNAP program, and that was the event. So I had a bunch of short films, had a bunch of performances, and when I got off the stage, I was greeted with like positive energy, positive feedback that I was like good. So I enjoyed my time at Freedom Theater, and that's when I realized like this is me. That's what I love to do early on.
Okay, that's great. So listen, if you can, just give us, like, you can choose between giving us a triumphant moment or a most embarrassing moment in your life. So just pick one right now if you can and just give it to us.
Triumphant moment
or embarrassing. It could be either or.
Embarrassing. Okay, so I mean, I sit back and laugh at it now because I don't. It was embarrassing. It was very embarrassing at the moment. But I remember actually at Freedom Theater, due to like some misbehaving in school, I was taken out, and then 2 years passed. My mom was like, "You should pick me up from school," like suddenly, and then she was like, "You have an audition." I was like, "For who?" Like, it was like, "You have an audition?" Like, I just took a test like 2 hours ago. You told me I got an audition now. So she said I had an audition. I was like, "For who?" And she was like, Freedom Theater. So I had 20. She gave me a monologue. I had like 20 minutes to rehearse it.
20 minutes. Wow.
I had like 20 minutes to like read over it and memorize everything. And before we got to the we actually got to the facility, to Freedom Theater. And then when you go to Freedom Theater, you just don't go with straight audition. So we had to like do warm-ups, exercises, and dances, and before the actual audition. The whole time I was just so uncomfortable. Like, I was so uncomfortable. So when the audition happened, I didn't feel comfortable performing. I wasn't in my element. And then I had to sing a song. I had to sing this song by Miguel's. It's called Adorn.
Adorn. Yeah. I know the song.
Yeah, so every time I hear the song, I just get chills because I used to love the song so much, but that very moment, like, I have a love and I have a hatred for the song at the same time. Like,
wow. Okay,
yeah.
So I don't know why, but I just feel like your most embarrassing moment is leading up to this next question. Mm-hmm. I want you to tell us about the actual song. Tell us about your single, I Wish You Were the One, you know?
Okay.
Does this have anything to do with Freedom Theater? Like, was there a young lady? I know that Freedom Theater is such a huge chunk of your life because you're only 20 years old. You're a young man. So,
right.
You know.
So actually, I did like this girl in Freedom Theater though.
Okay.
But no. The song wasn't really about her.
Right,
it was
so
about.
Tell us about the song I Wish You Were the One.
But
Let's hear it.
I Wish You Were the One. Okay, so I remember like it was yesterday. Like I was just in my basement and I was in a real creative space. I'm always in creative space, but I wanted to be like experimental. So I put on a beat by two of my favorite artists is Clairo and Biba Doobie. Shout out Clairo and Biba Doobie.
Shout out to Clairo and Biba Doobie.
And so I put the song on, and I mean, not the song, I put a beat on that's like a type beat by them, and I heard the and it just spoke to me. Like it just spoke to me.
It resonated.
Yeah, like I love beats, or I just love when beats just speak to you. Like I don't have to force anything. Like I didn't have to write nothing down. That was like the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah.
I wish. So that was the first thing that came to my mind, and I just recorded it, and then I filled in the blanks, completed the song overall, and it was based off past experiences, just all together, and just that's how I expressed it in this one song. So basically, yeah.
Yeah, wow, man, that's awesome. Listen, so tell us, where can we find this song? Like on what platforms? You know, could we go and buy records or what the hell?
No, it's 2021. I don't think anybody buying records. Wait. Yeah. Vinyls? Yeah, actually, it will be a vinyl. I actually do like vinyls.
Yeah, they're still out.
I was thinking about cassette tapes. I don't know about people playing cassette tapes.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Vinyls are coming back.
Yeah, so. I actually do like vinyls. I was thinking about cassette tapes. But no, you can find it anywhere you will be able to listen to music on. You might find it on a cassette tape. But Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud, Amazon Music, whatever you can listen to music on, it will be there.
There you go. So basically, you can find it everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you can find it everywhere. Damn it! So go and buy it on everything.
Yes, you
don't just buy it on one platform. Support on every platform. I want you to have it on your iPhone as well as your Android, on your computer, on your PC, whatever. You know,
whatever. Have it on the chip and embed it in your brain.
There you go.
But no, like you will be satisfied once you listen to the song. It's amazing.
Right. So listen, I got to put you in the hot seat. All right. So I'm going to give you a series of rapid questions. There won't be that many, but answer them as quickly as possible. All right.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
All right. So food, potato chips or pretzels?
Pretzels.
All right. Let me see. Oh, let me give you this one too. Water ice or ice cream?
What? Ice cream.
All right. Cool. A lot of people don't know what water ice is, but that's a Philly thing. We'll get there. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
All right. Beauty, Kelly Rowland or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
All right, music, Prince or Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson.
Music.
I don't want to change your mind. Don't let me influence you.
I know. I love Prince, but I guess Mike Entertainment brought out the music aspect, because I used to study Michael Jackson, so I'll probably be a little more biased.
Well, he's a good person to study. You know?
Yeah.
All right, sports, basketball or football?
Basketball. Yeah.
Okay, basketball. There you go.
Yeah.
And before you go, just give the children like something positive that they could take with them on their journeys, you know, that they could live with for the rest of their lives, I guess, right?
Basically, do whatever you want to do. Don't let nobody stop you, because you gotta look at it like this. You have one life, so who are you really living it for? So basically, do whatever you want to do. Whatever you see, do not stop. No matter how much doubt, no matter how much the internet, social media, don't compare yourself to nobody. You are a star. You are one of a kind. And don't overthink anything. Just have tunnel vision, see it through, and it will manifest and it will happen.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from the man himself, NyzZ Neutron. Thank you so much for coming out to the studio again.
You.
And we really do appreciate you being here. And again, tell us where we could find your single.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. There you go. You can find it everywhere, ladies.
You'll find it on Mars.
Yeah, you'll be able to. You'll have Martians listening to you.
Music. You're playing the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So
just look up NyzZ Neutron. That's NyzzNeutron with a hyphen.
Yeah, give us your Instagram, give us your Facebook, give us all your social media, everything, man.
Everything is NyzZ Neutron, because nobody has the name because it's one of a kind. So yeah, everything's NyzZ Neutron except for like TikTok, because like I can't get back to the NyzZ Neutron account. So it's NyzZ Neutron the same way, just 19 after it.
Okay. Well, I guess that's another episode. We'll talk about why you got canceled from TikTok. All right. So thank you very much again, man, for coming out. And we really do appreciate you being here. And
thank you. It's an honor.
Be sure to go and get his single. It's called I Wish You Were the One. Purchase it on every platform, ladies and gentlemen. And we are out. Thank you so much. Peace.
Am I delusional? Is my love substitutional? I'ma chase your drug until I'm suited in the funeral. If feelings mutual, is mine unremovable. I'ma cherish your spirit until my merits are renewable. I wish you were the one I ran away with. I wish you were the one I spent countless days with. I wish you were the one that was meant for me.